Right, good morning. I've got about 12 acres of disked field to detect here, and I was here yesterday and I found 4 items which are shown above. There's a possible Georgian coin with a T etched in it, which is quite interesting, and a 1918 3 decimal, but that's about it. So hopefully we'll do a bit better today. There are a couple of ponds and some interesting depressions in the field, so we'll have a look at those too. I'm just going to crack on. Hopefully it won't rain. So I'm using a fairly cheap Lavalier Bluetooth microphone. I'm slightly scared it's interfering with the Bluetooth headphones. One of the depressions I'm referring to, of course they could be excavations for looking for liming or for marling, or as is the case often around here, ironstone. But it could equally be a pond. But it's not on the 1841 map, so it predates that, whatever it is, this excavation in front of me. I'll pop down there and have a look inside. Right, I've taken the Lavalier mic, Bluetooth mic off. I'm getting a better sound. It's far too noisy with that thing, the Bluetooth connection to the mic as well. So be warned, if you get one of those, it may interfere with the Bluetooth to your headphones. 13. First target of the day. Sorry, that's my spade. It's saying it's deep, so obviously that's relative to the size of the object. So deep on the scale is based on something like a 2p size coin. Obviously the orientation can affect that as well. Right, still in the hole. Rain on the horizon, but not affecting us immediately. There's a bit of red brick in this hole as well. I don't know if you can see it. Trouble with this time of year is when it's dry like this, the soil just falls back into the hole. It's very crumbly at the aerated soil at the top couple of inches. Right, it's gone down to 9. Put the iron on. Iron off, rather. Right, don't think that's iron. Don't think that's going to be iron. Right, first hole of the day, what are you going to be? It says no wind. There might be a thunderstorm. What's it going to be? Oh, not a shotty, is it? Yeah, percussion cap from a shotty. The centrepiece in the shotgun cartridge end. The centrepiece of my day. Cool. I'm in 100, incidentally, that 100 is a subdivision, a medieval subdivision for Kent, although they appear in many other counties. They were Anglo-Saxon of origin, and they're administrative areas. It's 100 that appears in about half of my last dozen videos. It has a particularly interesting history, and the first reference to them is in, I believe, the 10th century. And the ones at that time, half of the country was Danish, and the ones that were formerly in Danish occupation are called wapentakes. So if you're in an area where there's a wapentake, you're likely in an area that was formerly, at the end of the Anglo-Saxon, controlled by Danes. 100 refers to 100 hides, and 100 was an administrative area for the administration of punishments and taxation from the 10th century onwards. And the people, the judiciary at the courts, because the 100 court would just mete out punishments and the like, would be the main landowners of the area, basically. Anyway, enough of that. We've got another 13. It's double dinging one way, double dinging the other way too. Don't know what that's going to be. Could be another percussion cap. I'll try and dig it for you without disturbing the camera, which is my phone in this instance, which because of the size of phones now, it tends to swing around on the mount as it is there. Sorry about this. I need to do something about that at some point. Alright, is this going to be another shotty end? Or something else? Let's just get the pinpointer out. Oh, there it is. It's one of those, this tiny little bullet casing. I'm actually running in all metal mode, which I wouldn't normally, but because this is such a quiet field, as I say, it has been detected by apparently 2 or 3 guys from Sittingbourne about 2 years ago. Love to know what they found. I'll ask the landowner. Because of the quietness of the field, I'm in all metal, and otherwise it would be the amount of iron would be sending the thing mad, and sending the detector mad, which would consume a lot more battery life. Obviously, I do always carry spare batteries, but 13 or 14. It's missing in some axes, but it's full depth, so I'd expect that. 15 that way. So it could be a deep one. As I say, the depth gauge is only as relative as the size of the object, or the surface area that it presents, perpendicular to the magnetic field lines that the coil produces. Which is donut shaped, incidentally. I can see something now, maybe wrong, but hopefully it won't take too long to find this one. See something copper. I can see a bit of green. Might be wrong. Oh, it's just shotty, isn't it? Yeah, so another remnant of a shotgun cartridge end. Bountiful blackberries. Blackberry season. Or pingy. 18 or 19, 60% depth. Could be a coin. Milled coin, I mean. Not sure. Oh, that's not. I can see what it is. It's a rubbish old nail with a rubber washer. Well, full depth, right by that pond I just showed you. It's a bit of an iffy signal. Or at least it's in the clod. So if we just divide it into that. Another shotty, I suspect. Another piece of shotty. Excuse me. Not in that half. In that half. Bet you it's a shotty. Yeah, it is. You see the percussion cap end with the imprint now. And the rotten shotgun cartridge end piece. Right, still near to the pond. It's number 10 on the surface. Or close to this. Straight onto it at least. It's going to be in here. Another shotty. This one it's complete. Another 10. Must be very small. Oh, it's a piece of iron. Piece of iron this time. 16 on the surface. Right. What's it going to be? What is that? Piece of aluminium. Strip again. Strip of aluminium. Right, this was a 17. 11 and 24 now that it's out of the hole. Right, it's in here. See the grass, it's evidently quite shallow. Oh, I thought I saw it. It's a crusty old 303. See if we can get a date off that. Usually has a 43 or a 42 or whatever stamped on the back, but I can't see it at the moment. Sadly raining. I'm in the sort of tucked away corner here. I've got a good signal, so let's hope this is something decent, because it's been absolutely, well, it's been really quiet, this field. Either that's because there's not much to find, so basically footfall is very low, or the previous detectorists have done a really thorough job, unfortunately. I think it's probably the former rather than the latter. Anyway, this is showing as a 19. See what it does the other way. Not as convincing as I first thought. There's a bit of iron in there, unfortunately. Full depth. One way to find out. Just give it a dig. See if the signal improves as I get closer. It's always a good indicator. If that happens. Yeah, it's pretty iffy, but it's got a 20 thrown in, so. Right, I'll come back to you. Right, part of what I'm getting is bits of iron. I think that's a nail. So I'll go a bit deeper. We'll see if the rest of it is iron. I think it probably is. So it's a weird one, this one. You can see I've gone down. That's about a foot now. It's about a foot broad, my hole. But I'm still getting a signal which is showing 20, which is weird. And I had a nail that was from the spoil here, so maybe it's that side of the hole. Maybe I need to run my pinpointer. Maybe it's just off centre and in the wall. It's a bloody great hole I've dug now. Hang on. I've got something now. Maybe not. Yeah, long objects can project a funny magnetic field around themselves and give you a centre which is completely wrong. Oh, I heard something. No, I'm going to have to come back to you again. Now the bloody nails come out of the side wall, which was there, basically. Let's see if the signal's still in the hole. The non-ferrous signal I had. Probably going to be iron. Ah, it's gone. So was it just that nail? Sadly, it looks like it might have been. Goddamn nails. Yeah. Yep. Just the illusion of the nails, unfortunately. Never mind. I was probably getting ever more desperate with the signals. Quick view for you. Finding a 20, but this one really is a veritable 22, a veritable non-ferrous pinger. Saying 80% on the depth. So, day of nails so far, and shotgun cartridges mainly, and tiny bits of aluminium. Could this be the changing fortunes that we need? Yep, and there, 22. Yep, it's a coin. Finally, got a coin. What have we got? Pretty toasted, I think. I used to not finish my trips until I'd found a coin 3 years ago. So I used to stay out until I found one. And this would be the point at which I could then call it a day. Can't really make it out. I think that's probably Georgian halfpenny. Right, pretty poor show today, unfortunately. It happens like that sometimes. It's probably just because the amount of activity in the fields here is low, or has been low, and it's just a matter of expanding my search a little bit more into areas where there's been more footfall. It just happens like that sometimes. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'll post up the things that I have found, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Right, a quick roundup of what was in effect 2 days of detecting. So on the right, mainly on the first field, because there were 3 fields here that had been dissed. A bit of aluminium, something wrapped in electrical tape. About 25 finds per day. Pistol ball and a musket ball. 4 coins. Now, the one with the T on it does appear to be a George III, halfpenny in that case. Penny from 1918, and 2 more undiscernible coins. I had a horse brass. This was on the Tuesday. and 3 bullets there, 250 cals and a 303. 4 or 5 bits of lead, including a rolled piece of lead. Don't know if you can see that. Did I mention the musket ball? I don't know if I did. Then on the second day I had these 10 bits of rotted cartridge case, shotgun cartridge cases, the percussion cap namely. So those things kept coming up, annoyingly, but such is life. These things I found on the surface, they're not metal at all. They seem to be, I don't know if you can hear that, but they're made of either some sort of ceramic or glass, and I think I'm pretty sure they're man-made. God knows what they are. I'll ask the landowner. There's the ending shot, the halfpenny. I don't know which era that is, but I'd say 18th century, Georgian in other words. 5 or 6 bits of iron, 5 or 6 bits of aluminium, some more aluminium, which are animal tags, these ones, a nail, 2 bits of machinery, 3 bits of machinery. And that was it really. I'll have to expand out obviously into other areas. Did I mention the 2 buttons that are late 18th century or early 19th? Into different areas, and hopefully that will bear more fruit. But thanks very much for watching anyway, and yeah, if you want to keep on top of each of my exploits every week, hopefully every week, sometimes it might be 2 weeks, please press the subscribe. Cheers for now.